Hello, my subscribers. Welcome back to another video. Today is a bit of a different video where today I am going to be ranking FNAF hoaxes based off of my opinions. Of course, after, like round one, where we've got everybody in the love section, we'll delete everybody else. And then we'll just go on from there. I'm going to save this as a PNG real quick in case if I just, kind of like forget about it. Oh gosh. So I chose to do this because this was inspired by Daco's favorite FNAF characters. So shout out to Daco for inspiring this. And without further ado, let's get started with our first FNAF hoax. And by the way, I don't think all of them are in this. If not all of them are in this, or like some of them are missing, it's either I don't know them or I just forgot about them. So if I forgot anybody, please let me know. I won't be remaking this video though, so I don't know why you'd want to let me know. Anyways, our first hoax is Sparky. I gotta admit, it is a really good idea to make a dog. The image right here is by Springer666. Check him out. He does great artwork, but honestly, he's kind of a meh. Like, I like him, but I don't like him. Like, I like the design of a dog, but I also kind of don't like him that much. I don't know why. He's just like not one of my favorite FNAF character hoaxes things. Yeah. Anyways, the next one is Withered Mangle. So Withered Mangle, this Withered Mangle is by me. I really like the idea of a Withered Mangle, but I'm not gonna put it in the love section, in the bad section. Because to me, Mangle's pretty withered already. Her body is mangled, hence the name Mangle. I don't see how you could make her even more withered, but unless you call her ignited. So I made a Withered Mangle. I just think it's a pretty stupid idea to break a Withered animatronic even more. No offense to you, people. Alright, next up is Withered Balloon Boy. He's a meh. Like, I appreciate the idea of him having, like, an endo arm, but it just kind of feels out of place. I think a bit more could be added to Withered Balloon Boy. Yeah, I just wanted to state that, Withered Balloon Boy, not my jam. Next up is Withered Puppet. I'm going to put Withered Puppet in the love section. I actually like Withered Puppet. They took on the style of a Withered Chica, but yet still tried to keep it its own style. And I'm saying they because the original creators. Like, I don't know who originally created this, so I'm just thinking it's two people or more than two people. By the way, if I don't say who credited, or if I don't credit who made these, it's because they're mine. But if it's like, if I say, oh, this guy made this, that means it's not mine. Basically, if you don't hear me credit art, it's just mine. And if you don't believe me, you can just go watch my FNAF hoaxes video. So Withered Puppet is already on the good side. Basically, I really like Withered Puppet. Next up is Golden Toy Freddy. It's bad. I just don't like the idea of a golden Toy Freddy. That just kind of sounds a bit weird. And the fact that it's simply just it's basically a Toy Freddy, but the colors are like moved forward. I just really think it's kind of like a lazy-ish hoax. Not my jam. Not like the kind of guy I really wanted to, like see as a hoax. Next up, we have Shadow Toy Chica. So Shadow Toy Chica, by the way, this image is by Deformed Foxy on DeviantArt. He's actually the reason why I know a lot of FNAF hoaxes. So Shadow Toy Chica is actually a pretty decent one. I love the idea of how they chose to make a Toy Chica, but they also changed it up. Because most people would just take Shadow Chica without a beak and then just boom. But this actually has some creativity into it. It is more than a recolor. Though it's not official looking, I'll give it that. It's not official looking. I still like it, and the idea is awesome. Next up, we have Fixed Mangle. So Fixed Mangle, there's many forms of it, but I think the one I like most is the one with the Toy Chica body. Yeah, I know the adventure one kind of brings out an official looking one with a toy body, but since when do FNAF adventure animatronics share any similarities to the classic, to like their original forms? Because like Adventure Classic Freddy has basically Bonnie's head been remodeled. Foxy's got the same thing as a toy animatronic. Adventure Foxy's basically a toy Foxy almost. Anyways, also if you hear me clearing my throat, I'm not sick or anything, just got some phlegm. Alright, Unwithered Freddy, this one's by me. I really did enjoy making this edit, but I really liked how people actually thought to fix the Withered animatronics, and I just think, well, Withered Freddy's not in the love section, he's in the Unwithered Freddy, sorry, I'm messing everything up. He's in the meh section for a reason, because, like, he is unwithered, but, like, he also kind of seems like a too simple. Like, he's barely withered that you could, like, he's not as withered as the other animatronics, and it's like, you can easily see what he would look like when he's fixed. Because, like, this. He's not missing any major parts other than his kneecaps. But the official, VR model of him, which is basically, like, revamped Withered Freddy, does have a missing eye. Well, it does deactivated. Next up, Unwithered Bonnie. I'm putting him in the love section. I really like Unwithered Bonnie. Unwithered Bonnie just, like, has a bunch of surprises. There are so many designs for his face, and I just think it's a really good idea. Yep, like, giving him an actual face. Because I've seen some edits where people just, like, fix the endo and not the face, which I really don't like. I've called that rushed. Honestly, I think Withered Bonnie, it just looks kind of unique, especially the official model. I think using the Couliard one. I think that one is pretty good. I think Couliard made that, the Unwithered Bonnie, or he made the Withered Bonnie model that was then fixed. I don't know. Next up, we have Unwithered Chica. Bad. I don't like Unwithered Chica. Like, I know it has a bit more detail than Freddy, but, like, the most official Unwithered Chicas I've seen, they just, like, like, when you see an Unwithered Chica, it still looks a lot like Withered Chica to me, but just with hands. Like, if Withered Chica had hands, it would basically be the same thing as Unwithered Chica. Yeah, she's kind of worse than Freddy, but then also she does indeed have more of a complex style of being unwithered, and it always keeps people on edge on what she might look like. Just a bit, though. Alright, Unwithered Foxy in the meh section. As good as it looks and how perfected he looks when he's not broken, it's a meh. Once again, Withered Foxy, all you need to do is just take limbs from Withered Freddy or Withered Bonnie and then just recolor them, fix everything else, boom. Doesn't really have the surprise of what some certain things are going to look like. I mean, there are some surprises with the feet and the hands where they get claws, but, like, that's basically it. I also thought that Unwithered Foxy would look more like a pirate-y-ish person. Like, he'd actually have a pirate hat, but apparently the official versions, not official FNAF, but, like, official fan models of it, just don't have that stuff. So that sucks. Alright, next up we have Gray Puppet. This guy right here. So, of course, I made this bad. Once again, they just took Puppet and recolored him. Not that much of a difference. Sure, he does kind of look a bit creative. Sure, it does actually kind of look like a bit of a more crying animatronic. But I just prefer the normal Puppet over this, because this one's blue. And the normal Puppet just, like, has its own lighting, its own shading. It's basically more of, like, something I'd want to see than just some blue puppet. Like, to me, it just looks like pure recolored trash. Like, I have no words on it. I can't explain it, but I just don't like it. Anyways. Here is Withered Yellow Bear. So, he's a meh. If I'm being honest, if I'm being honest to you guys, Yellow Bear just isn't my jam. He's not my jam. I do not like Yellow Bear. He's just basically Withered Chica, but reformed. And we already have a Withered Yellow Bear, so I guess this is swapped Withered Golden Freddy. But I still don't like the original design, since it's basic. Like, I at least gave mine an improvement, but basically it's Withered Golden Freddy It's basically Withered Chica with a snout and ears. She still keeps her feet, but they're recolored to be yellow. I just don't like it. All right. Next up, we have Shadow Balloon Boy. Bad. I wish there was a lower spot for this because I don't like Shadow Balloon Boy. Like, when I did my hoaxes on it, I didn't like the design so much. Like, I hated it so much that I literally had to make a stylized version of him. And I had to change the entire thing to remaking my favorite FNAF hoaxes. I will be doing a video where I actually make official FNAF hoaxes and not my own version, so prepare to see that pretty soon. I'm pretty sure it might come out in the new year. I don't know. But Shadow Balloon Boy, I don't like him. He's just Balloon Boy, but recolored. Got the same thing as Toy Bonnie, Shadow Toy Bonnie, or Shadow Bonnie. Like, they're lacking detail, most of these hoaxes, and I don't want to be the one to have to put in the detail. I just want, like, these hoaxes to look better. Like, some hoaxes actually have great detail, others don't. Anyways, next one. Sugar. It's bad because it's an old version of candy, basically untoy candy. I have no words for it because I hate it so much. All right, next one is Golden Body. So Golden Body is actually a thing. He's basically a joke thing. I'm pretty sure there's like a mod. No, wait, there's no model you can use. You can just simply recolor him. But yeah, I'm putting him in the bad section. Recolored, he doesn't actually have a broken jaw. This image is by Deformed Foxy, in case if I missed anybody. Okay, nope. Alright, so Deformed Foxy made that beautiful image. Golden Chica, also made by Deformed Foxy. It's a bit of a meh, because I don't really like it. But at least the bib changed. Like, at least not everything is just yellow. Like, Golden Body actually doesn't have a broken jaw. Deformed Foxy added it there for fun, but that was actually on Chica, and I thought I really liked it, and I thought maybe I should just put it in the best section because it's a pretty cool idea. All right, next one. Golden Foxy. So this isn't even what Golden Foxy looks like. It's golden. It's basically Withered Foxy missing this ear and golden, but I still don't like them because it's an easy recolor. You guys must know, I don't like recolored stuff anymore. Sure, I used to like it back then, but now I just don't. Any of my old edits, you'd probably see recolors in, but now I just try my best not to recolor stuff. But like, if I'm really lazy, I might as well just go ahead and do it. Next, Dark Springtrap. I know exactly where he's gonna go. Let me just make this smaller because I have my OCD will allow it to be too big. So Dark Springtrap's actually one of my most, well, not one of my most favorite hoaxes, but it's in the list of my favorite hoaxes. Why? Well, because I think it's a really creative idea, and I actually think maybe Dark Springtrap actually is a good idea. Sure, he's kind of recolored, but in the official model for him, there are some missing parts, and he does have black-white eyes. And there's different interpretations of him. Some of them is more of a shadow Springtrap. Others is more of a desaturated Springtrap. And other versions, like mine and some others, show it to be more of a stylized ignited Springtrap. Yeah, for my Dark Springtrap, I'm gonna make it's just like the one I like most, which is the more withered one, not the ignited-ish one. Because I'm saving the ignited-ish one for something I'm gonna do in the near future, a series. Not gonna spoil it. Right. Next up, Fanta Bonnie, one of my favorites. All right. So this Fanta Bonnie image I made. By the way, this Dark Springtrap image was made by Deformed Foxy. I'm already forgetting to credit. But Fanta Bonnie is actually one of my most favorite FNAF hoaxes. I really like the idea of Withered Bonnie actually having a face. And because it wasn't in FNAF 3, having this guy at least to look at maybe in an alternate universe, we would have seen this, but Bonnie would have been Freddy. Maybe in like a different universe, Springtrap would be Freddy and blah, 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 blah. But honestly, if anything, Fanta Bonnie is one of my favorites. Okay, next up is Purple Guy Animatronics. So, meh. So I actually made my own version of him when he's standing up, but the original just didn't seem like much to me. Because all he was a recolored Golden Freddy with a badge, knife, and head. That's basically all there was. I didn't really like it that much. Not a lot of details, some faint blood, but not much. I just don't like the purple Guy Animatronic. Next up is this guy, Salvage, or Fredbear Trap. I actually kind of meh him. But I also love him, but more meh. What am I saying? I like, but I don't like it. So I like the idea of there being a Freddy trap, but the thing is that I just don't like the idea of him looking the way he is. Like the way he was created, the way he looks, I just don't really think it's one of my favorites. Because with the angled head facing up and the endo O2 ears, it kind of confuses people a lot. Because Springlock endoskeletons probably wouldn't have endo O2 ears. I can't really see a Freddy having an angled up face. However, a guy on DeviantArt, Dumbthoticus, actually perfected that, and I really like his art. You should go check him out. Next up is Springlock Chica. So this is by my good friend Springtrap 2.0, and Springlock Chica is kind of a meh. So I like the idea of a Springlock Chica coming into existence, but the bad part is it's basically Spring Bonnie, but kind of like given a beak, Chica's hair, some eyelashes, let's eat bib, maybe some different colorings, and just a cupcake. However, if you removed all that, you pretty much get a different weird looking odd Spring Bonnie. Yeah, not much. Spring Foxy, it's bad. It's a recolored Nightmare Foxy. I've seen some better looking versions of it, but I still don't really accept it. If you know what I mean. Like, I really don't I don't want to see like a Springlock Foxy actually looking like a Nightmare Foxy. Because then it's like, oh, then Spring Bonnie should be this. It's going to cause war to the FNAF community. Because if Nightmare Foxy gets a recolored Springlock version, why doesn't everybody else? It's kind of annoying. Alright, Righty. Bad. Actually, no. I actually like Righty a lot. So, Righty is basically the counterpart of Lefty. It's a creative idea. Though it's recolored, if I'm being honest, I really like Lefty, and he's a recolored Rockstar Freddy, so I should have minded this guy as well. Righty is actually a pretty decent animatronic. Basically an inverted Lefty. Instead of a star, it's a moon. I think the moon part could be a bit changed to look more like a star. But I'm not going to argue with Scott. I'm not going to argue with the original creators. I really like Righty a lot, and I wish it was official. All right, next up, Fredbear. So this is actually created by me. Let me just check to see if I didn't credit anybody. Okay, no, I credited it. All right. So Fredbear is actually one of my most favorite FNAF characters. And I'm not talking about UCN Fredbear. I don't like UCN Fredbear. Sure, he's like a bit different, but like, nah. Also, just to clear things up, guys, UCN Fredbear is not Cassidy. UCN Fredbear, or normal Fredbear, whatever you want to call it, is Chris Afton, a.k.a. the Crying Child. Golden Freddy is Cassidy. There's kind of a difference. Anyways, I really like Fredbear because Nightmare Fredbear was a pretty cool character, and then just like noticing there was like a fixed version of him, I really like. He looks like he's strong. It looks pretty like a well-made model. I really enjoyed like seeing animations with him in it, even the funny ones. They crack me up all the time. If anything, this guy's one of my favorite hoaxes, and I'm not talking about the official Fredbear. I'm talking about the fixed FNAF 4 Fredbear. Also, the fixed FNAF 4 animatronics I'm not adding on here because they're not really hoaxes. Spring Bonnie. Now, he's a hoax, but also not a hoax. And he's in the meh list. So there is an official model of Spring Bonnie in the new Freddy Files book. but I just like it kind of looks a bit meh. But this Spring Bonnie, aka the fans' interpretation of him, I really like it. It looks more like an actual fixed Springtrap rather than the one from the book. I really and by the way, I made the Fredbear and Spring Bonnie, but I really think there could be more to Spring Bonnie because he still kind of looks like I can't explain it, but like I think there could be more detail added into him. Like for example, the bow tie. I really think it could be like there could not be a bow tie, but here, let me put it this way. I'll accept the bow tie, but I think it should be like not in Fredbear's bow tie. And there's also some small minor details that haven't been caught up yet. It's hard for me to explain most of the things about it, but I really like it, but also not. Alright, now we're on to Phantom Toy Freddy. This one's actually a pretty decent one. Not much to say about him though, but I really like him. The official version of him is kind of like a meh-ish thing, but I also really pretty much like him because the official version actually has some wires on it, unlike the other ones. Okay, so Phantom Toy Bonnie and Phantom Toy Chica both go in the meh section because the original versions of them don't actually have much, just recolored, basically. And I don't like recolored stuff. Not much to say about them. Nightmare JJ, also a recolor. Don't really like her that much. Honestly, she was made by Go Motion, so there's no really origins to her. Yeah. Axel the Axolotl. I really like Axolotl, so I'll put him at the top. So Axel the Axolotl was actually an original character made by the fans, and people would just take FNAF 1 body images or like other images of FNAF 1 characters, and they just like make an Axolotl animatronic, and they think they called it Alex or Axel. I don't know, but it was really cool. Like I really liked the edits. All right, we're almost getting to the end of the intro, people. This is Rockstar Golden Freddy. It's a pretty fake one. Pretty much it's fake. He's pretty much fake. Like, I've never seen anything called Rockstar Golden Freddy, but apparently he exists. Okay, so Black Time Baby, aka the Fourth Closet Baby. Meh. I mean, it's a good idea, but we already have a Fourth Closet Circus Baby. But in an alternate universe, yeah, we would have gotten this. And I really like the idea of it. By the way, I made this Black Time Baby whatever thing. And this Nightmare JJ was made by Deformed Foxy. Yeah, I have a horrible time at crediting things, but okay, so this Shadow Foxy right here, we're actually gonna go to hold on, where is? Oh, so Shadow Foxy is actually merged with the layer 1. So Shadow Foxy, bad. It's a recolored FNAF 1 Foxy. I expected more. Blah, 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 blah. Purple Plush. It's a mess. So there's many versions of him. There's one where he's more realistic looking. There's one where he looks more like a human child. There's one where he's like plush trap without any ears. All of them, I'd say it's a kind of a meh. It's a good idea, but I don't see how it will plan into existence. Like, who would sell the plushie of a serial killer? Like, come on. And I'm not talking about, like, actual serial killers IRL. I'm talking about, like, different universes. Like, let's say, like, they sell plushies of movie characters, but they're not actual killers. They're just, like, fake ones. Like, not, like, they don't exist IRL, is what I'm saying. Okay, Purple Trap. Bad. As good as it is, I haven't seen much of it other than a few crappy recolored Springtrap edits like the one I have. Not much to say. Chrome Freddy is a kind of meh. So before I used to think Chrome Freddy was made of rocks. I was wrong. So Chrome Freddy is a meh. I like the fact that he's made of chrome. I don't really know what chrome is, but like it looks like a bunch of trash and junk. One thing that didn't put me into the love section was the fact that it was the Splinks Freddy model. I don't like Splinx's models as nostalgic as they are. I don't like them, and the fact that like the original hoax was like that. Yeah, no. Withered Toy Freddy. He's a meh. So this is my interpretation of it, but I'm not counting my interpretations of the Withered Toy Animatronics. The original version has reused a lot of parts from the Withered Animatronics, including Withered Bonnie's legs. I don't like it when people reuse cuts or recolor stuff, so I put it in the meh section. It's a good idea, but yet not a good idea. Withered Toy Body is in the bad section. It's a ripoff of basically if the rules were swapped, it's basically a FNAF 2 rule swap. Toy Body swapped with Withered Body. Basically, kind of much the same scars and cuts. Not much to the table. Withered Toy Chica, actually, I really like it. And it's not because I like Toy Chica. It's not because Toy Chica is one of my favorite toy animatronics. True, she is. And yeah, guys, don't rat me out. It's not for a reason you think it is. It just cause like it's hard to explain, but like I only like her because FNAF fights. That's it, basically, because she's powerful in a lot of them. Anyways, I really like the Withered Toy Chica a lot because I think it has more realism than the others. Like, half of her beak is missing, an eye is missing. Her hands actually like show something I haven't seen before. They're all attached by wires and no tooth hands, which is creativity, and I accept creativity, people. All right, now we're moving on to which ones I like most. So out of the ones I put in, the ones I love, I have to, yeah. And then the ones I put in love, I'm going to do it again until there's only like one. And I'm going to try to make... And this is going to be a lot quicker now because there's a few of them in love. So, yeah. Goodbye, all of you guys. Bad... Yeah. I would have done this in a tier list, but I needed to log in. And I don't have a Twitter account. And I think I need to log in with a Twitter account because most of it... The accounts are linked with one. If I didn't need to, I made one of the stupidest decisions of my life, but I'm not logging into some tier list maker thing. Like, why have a tier list account when you've got an editing software where you can make your own tier lists yourself? People, hard work gives you rewards, not just lazy work. You can't just go to a tier thing and yeah. All right. So. Let me just put all these guys out of the love section because if they're all still in love, it's going to get confusing stuff. All right. And love, I don't mean like love as in like where you marry me love. I mean like I love the designs, if you know what I mean. All right. Honestly, I really like FNAF hoaxes. I'm in love with the idea of a hoax being into existence and how this game actually has some. Basically, they're kind of like creepypastas, and I really love creepypastas, or really like them. All right, starting off with Fredbear, Fredbear's immediately going to the love section. I really like Fredbear. Fanta Bonnie, I mean, especially stating the fact he's a recolor, out of all of them, he should go in the meh section. Okay. Alex is going into the bad section because, I mean, out of all of them, he just seems the most obviously recolored one. So bye, Alex. You're out of the contest. So I can actually erase Alex. Dark Springtrap. All right, let's put him in the love section. Yeah. All right. Withered Toy Chica meh section. So basically, yeah, you guys are going to go. With the Toy Chica, I mean, the idea is good. Still reminiscent of some cuts. Shadow Toy. You know what I'll do? I'll actually just like take these guys out of the section of the characters I love, and just like boom, boom, move them down here. Use the crop tool. Blah blah blah. By the way, guys, I will be doing a tutorial to Photoshop for those of you who are new. And that's only the things I know. You can find other stuff online. Anyways. Righty. Nah, not Righty did not make it. All right. Withered Puppet. I'm gonna give this to him, to whoever created it. I think it was like Fazboggle. I'm gonna give it to you, Fazboggle. Really good idea. I really liked it. Shadow Toy Chica. Sorry, you were in the bad section. Mangle, fixed Mangle, and fixed Withered Body. Both in the meh section because I mean it's hard. There's some stuff that is kind of missing from them. All right. Now to the finals. The moment you've all been waiting for. Let's start off with Fredbear. I really like Fredbear's design. Really cool animatronic. I think he should stay. Puppet is gotta go. I mean, I honestly choose these two over a Withered Puppet. And now it's the moment you guys have all been waiting for. Uh-oh. I think my computer's freezing. 1 minute, guys. Okay, back on track. Sorry, Photoshop froze for some reason. Anyways, Withered Puppet, you're gone. Now it's not to Dark Springtrap or Fredbear. Now, as much as I like Fredbear, people make fun of the design, and he's kind of a chunk. Dark Springtrap, it's pretty cool, but also a bit of a recolor. So which one would I choose? We have our winner, boys. Fredbear. He won because not only is he not a recolor, I think fixed FNAF 4 Fredbear has a lot of realism to an actual Fredbear you'd see. He kind of shows some canonicity of like from Fredbear's Family Diner. I really think like Fredbear and Friends Family Diner stuff, whatever. I think the unnamed animatronics would take a place there, and I really think this design would actually make it to a game. It looks official to me. It actually looks official to me. And I'm not talking about this. This is just an example. I'm not saying this looks official. I'm not saying my edit looks official. I'm just saying like the idea and the model itself. So, my favorite FNAF hoax is fixed FNAF 4 Fredbear. That's all I have for right now. If you guys want to try out your own version of it, of your own FNAF hoaxes, or like try to find your favorite ones, I'll post the image of the tier thing I made in the description of, well, not in the description of this video, but in the community post, because I have community posts. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, please subscribe. I want to hit 2,000 subscribers by February, all right? If we can hit 2,000 subscribers, then I will be really happy, and I might actually post a special. Bye!